The following is a presentation of the HAN Network, the leader for local news, sports, and entertainment in Fairfield and Westchester counties.
The kindest words I can put to this day is, well, gloomy. It is muggy and kind of gross here in Fairfield at Tetro Davis Field, and I'm sure it's kind of gross wherever you are throughout Fairfield County as well. But it is time for girls field hockey, on the HAN Network with Bill Bloxham. I'm Rob Adams, and a good afternoon to you one and all. Today we're going to watch the Fairfield Warde Mustangs coming in with a record of 2 up and 3 down, taking on the 3-1 Trumbull Eagles, and the game just about to get going. And Bill, certainly the Eagles having a good season at 3-1. The Mustangs hanging around at 2-3 and hoping to jump in the middle of the fire. Yeah,
Trumbull coach Cindy Galacci is just very, very excited about this team. There's been a little bit of a lull in their postseason berths in the FCAC and the state tournament. So this group is really carrying it forward so far. They've posted a couple of impressive wins.
We're hoping also to keep the rain away, thus the reason that it's so humid out, and that's just the way you found things when you got here. 78 degrees as we get ready to get started. 79 was the expected high today, and right now no precipitation expected for the next hour or so, but there could be some things lingering around the area with rain coming tonight and overnight as well. But of course, we watched 2 of the best yesterday over in Wilton, and the Wilton Warriors got a 1-0 win, knocking off the Staples Wreckers, so a good win for the Warriors. Just 1 goal in that game, Bill, and that's all that you needed, and the difference in the game, Delaney Chase right before halftime, and a good win for the Warriors, who right now are the class of the FCAC.
That's an amazing score between 2 squads like that. It's just fabulous to see the 2 defend. I mean, it must have been pulsating over there. The way it works, because the opportunities are few and far between, and when you can convert on them, right before the half, you can't sit on anything in field hockey, but it still gives you a little bit of a boost.
The Eagles decked out in the black and white, heading toward their bench. Black tops, black bottoms, white numbers on the back. And it's the white with the red outlined in black and the black shorts of the Fairfield Warde Mustangs. So traditional colors for both of these schools as we get ready to get started on this Tuesday afternoon.
It's just amazing. I was watching during warm-ups, the athleticism, how low they have to get to keep, it just amazes me, this sport, that I wouldn't be standing in front of any of these girls. I was joshing with one of the officials last week at one of the games and said, boy, you're out there pretty uncovered. And he says, he goes, no, I haven't had to wear anything like that since I was a junior referee. He said, and he goes, but the better the teams that you play, the quality of the event, you don't even think about it anymore. And I think that'll happen with these, with our officials today, because you have 2 teams, one on the rise, one that's been there, and it should be exciting.
Should be. For Trumbull, they started the season with a 7-0 win over Massac back on September 11th, beating Massac, as I said, 7-0 at McDougall Stadium. Then they lost to Staples, a 1-0 difference at Ginny Parker Field. So that's a good win for Staples, and at the same time it proves that Trumbull's right there in the mix. Stanford, a 5-0 win over them down at Stanford High School. Then Ridgefield, they knocked them off 4-2 at McDougall Stadium before coming back and coming here to play Tetro Davis Field, Fairfield Warde. As for the Mustangs, they started the season with a 1-0 win over West Hill at West Hill, lost 5-0 to Wilton here on September 15th. A day later, they lost to Joel Barlow 3-1 before knocking off Stanford 2-0 and losing to Danbury last Friday 4-1 at Danbury High School.
Yeah, Danbury has a real nice team this season, and but 4 goals, a 3-goal deficit like that to a team like the Hatters, that's something you're going to want to bounce back from.
So officials decked out in more of a turquoise blue and black, and they put the ball right down at midfield, and all we need are a couple of teams. We'll get off and running on this one.
It's always fun out there. It's always fun out there watching the officials as they decide what colors they want to wear. As a reporter, you get to the games and you're sitting there half hour before, and they come in and they're one gets a parking spot and the other one, they opened the trunks and they said, okay, what are we wearing today? The guy's got the gold on for like soccer or something. The other guy has the black, and then they negotiate it. And
yeah, it was neon yellow yesterday down at Wilton.
Okay.
They were pretty easy to spot, and these two were pretty easy to spot as well. It's a good look, that turquoise or lighter blue, as we said, and black.
Well, check out the Trumbull goalie if you want to see something that you can spot.
There you go. That'll be easy enough.
I believe that's Maddie San Angelo.
While it's Olivia Anagnast down in the Fairfield Warde net. And we are ready to go. Trumbull will start things off. They'll move from left to right. 30 minutes on the board, and away we go. Trumbull will control it, bring it near side. That's Maddie Nemchek. Rolling it ahead, it goes towards Sophia Hopwood. Now back across the line, and they'll spin around and send it back the other way. As I've said to you a couple of times, and maybe Bill agrees, first time I'm working field hockey with Bill, but I would imagine you don't worry a whole lot about the whistles. You just assume it's a whistle because there are so many of them, Bill.
It's actually it's refreshing because they blow the whistle, no one turns, no one gives a look. They all just go where they're supposed to go.
And an early corner here, Bill. We'll set things up. We'll let Bill step out for a moment. He's got to do he's on double duty today, so I'll let Bill focus on that a bit as well, and we'll bring him back in as necessary. Off the corner, as it rolls down and goes off to the side, and we're off and running. 1 minute and change gone in the first quarter, or first half, excuse me.
Yeah, why don't you do it?
A minute and change gone in the first, no score. As it spins back the other way toward Trumbull, no score. To the near side it goes with Nemchek. And it'll be kicked aside by San Angelo. Near side again, out in front, rolls over to the right side. Just warming up the seats. Small crowd on hand to get things started. Just about 2 minutes gone by, no score. Spun back out near center. And midfield rolled across into the Fairfield Warde zone. Dribbling ahead, comes over to the near side, played by Kylie Palmer, a junior. That trickles down the left side. And they'll reset things there, rolling it across. So we'll set things up again. 2.5 gone by. First half, no score. Warde on the attack, going from right to left, and they miss it just off to the left side. So now Trumbull will take it, decked out in the all-black. They'll turn it over. 30 yards out. Rolling it through. Back out toward midfield it goes into the far side with 3 minutes gone in the first half and no score. That's Sarah Adams, the midfielder for Warde, wearing number 4. We were laughing down on the field before the game. I was talking with Seth Fry, the athletic director here, and we were going over some of the pronunciations, and he said, no, you shouldn't have any problem with that one, and you might say her name a few times today, meaning Sarah Adams. Junior midfielder. 3.5 gone, first half, no score, Trumbull and Warde. Across the line it goes. Now they send it back the other way and over to the far side. Just about 4 minutes gone in the first half. So they'll reset. Daisy Furliger along the far side for Warde. 4:10 gone by. First half, excuse me. I don't know why I keep saying quarter. So we'll get a corner now. First corner of the day for Fairfield Warde. They'll reset, and in it comes. Off the corner, the big blast kicked aside, and it goes to the left side. The blast coming from Sarah Adams. No score, just about 5 gone in the first. They'll do it all over again. Rolled in. Send it across. In the shooting circle, now it comes back out. Sent ahead by Grace Orban. And they score! So it's Warde to get things started. They take a 1-0 lead. We'll get the scoring later. It might have been Kylie Palmer on the goal, but we'll check that out in a little bit. It came at just about 5:05 here in the first half. And Warde has the 1-0 lead. So now Trumbull looking for the answer. As Anagnost stands in her net. It'll be brought in by Sophia Hopwood. A blast from the top of the circle and blocked. Good job there and pushed off to the near side. Over to play that was Jenna Kutzo. The junior making the nice play there for Warde. Still 1-0. Coming in from the corner. That's Madeline Nemchek. Rolls it down. The kick aside. And it comes back to the near side. So they'll throw it right back in with Nemchek. And it'll get chipped away by the Mustangs. They have a 1-0 lead. Back along the near side. And a whistle to turn it back. 6.5 gone. First half, 1-0. Fairfield Warde on top. Lifted down the near sideline, outside those football numbers. Corralled by Corey Lionetti, excuse me. As it comes down the near side. This being field hockey, we get a lot closer to ice hockey season, and I can't help but note that there is a ice hockey kind of a festival going on in Johnstown, Pennsylvania today. Site of Slapshot, where they're basically almost kind of recreating it and playing a game tonight that'll be nationally televised in the arena that Slapshot was a part of. So kind of cool there. They'll even have the great Doc Emmerich on the call, so it's a lot of fun as this rolls across the line. Of course, if you're of a certain age or if you are just a hockey fan, you have seen Slapshot not once, but about 8,000 times. Something tells me Bill has seen it a few times.
Oh, yeah. I actually saw them live when they weren't fictitious, and they played the New Haven Blades in the old arena.
Yeah.
Those were some. They weren't lying about the fisticuffs, and I'm sure they weren't lying about the stuff off the ice either. Those guys were crazy.
Oh, so many great lines in that movie. Just about 8 minutes gone here. First half, still 1-0. Of course, John Kovac and I always laugh about the line about old-time hockey and naming the old-time hockey players. And if you've seen the movie enough times, you know the Hanson brothers and all that. You get the reference.
Yeah, the other Hanson brothers.
Yes. As this comes in from the penalty corner, rolls over near side in the shooting circle, trying to flick it down on net, and it'll turn around with 8.5 gone. First half, 1-0.
Both teams, great passing sequences. Very impressive. Trumbull coming up the sideline before and getting creating some space, and obviously Warde just then right in front.
Does the score surprise you early on? Do you expect more from Trumbull?
No. Looking back at the scores of all the games that they've played, scoring is still at a premium, and the last challenge that they just had really, showed what they're about, because they're not just giving in to the score.
Pushed back ahead by Sarah Adams down the near side. Kylie Palmer there for the Mustangs, who I think had the lone goal in the game, but again, we'll try to get that straightened out at halftime, which has about 20 and a half minutes remaining in it.
Soccer helps a little bit because they all run towards the corner of the field after they score.
Well, you know what? The indication for me is I watch the scrum down there. You hear somebody in the crowd say, "Good job, Kylie." So that kind of made me look and go, "Okay, that might be our score."
Yeah, we'll give it to the junior.
So right now, that's where we're thinking. Pushed ahead, this gets kicked aside. So Anagnost on her game early on, the senior.
Well, I was watching her in warm-ups. Boy, does she have quick feet. I mean, her teammates were, giving her a barrage, and she just stood there like, day at the beach.
Right now, the idea of sitting at one of the beaches in Fairfield is not such a bad idea on this very warm, sticky afternoon, but certainly fun to be here. On the near side, it rolls across in the shooting circle. Kind of fanning on the try was Marielle Leonard. Over to the near side it goes for Fairfield Warde in the white. Chipped ahead. Able to just kind of pooch it forward down the near side. Now trying to spin it back. That was Grace Orban.
Oh, what a great job she did, taking it right out from the front of the goal and all the way down the sideline.
Orban ahead to Palmer. Palmer trying to get around a Trumbull Eagle. That's Diana Huron.
Huron wins the ball and gets it out.
Trumbull presented me, and both coaches couldn't have been nicer. I have to preface what I'm about to say with that. But Trumbull presented me with a minor challenge in that their roster is alphabetical versus numerical. In field hockey, it's not the end of the world. It's not that big of a roster. In football, you curl up in a fetal position and cry.
Exactly. It just takes that extra second to find out who you're looking at. Oh, my gosh.
As it gets down inside.
Nice rebound.
Yep, spun back. 18 and a half to go. First half, 1-0. Fairfield Warde on top.
That was a great golf shot. They didn't allow it to continue to the hole, though.
Along the near side for Trumbull, Sophia Hopwood. Hopwood had her pocket picked. And they'll toss it right back in. Still 1-0. The goal coming just a little more than 5 minutes gone by. As it rolls down, Jenny Pahota for Fairfield Warde. Warde moving from right to left. Crowds may be small at some of these games, and as I've said before, some of that a result of 4 o'clock start times. Hard for parents to get here. Students got other things going on. It's maybe making excuses. I'm not trying to, but those who are here are always, shall I say, strong of lungs.
Yes.
On the near side, played by Palmer, now spun around and taken back the other way by the opposite number 15. That's Nemchek. Rolls it across and gets it to Leonard.
Ooh, all the way through. Oops, wide.
Yep, just a hair wide. Now, we mentioned that a couple of times yesterday, and I think it's worth continuing to mention because I know a lot of folks are still new to field hockey, and I have to admit I'm still getting my field hockey legs underneath me. But to let the ball roll into the net from outside of the shooting circle is a set play. You do that to turn the possession over.
Very interesting.
We watched it a couple of times yesterday at Wilton, and so long as you're outside of the shooting circle, it's not a goal, so you're safe. In the shooting circle, oh, that's a heck of a mistake.
You better have good eyesight.
Yeah, near side Palmer, and good teammates.
Yes.
Palmer gets it inside, bounces around.
Come on, Trumbull, come on!
16:20 to go first half. Penalty corner here. So Maddie St. Angelo and company will get in the net. This bounces all the way out to Pahota. Pahota sets and gets it forward. Over to that far side. And there's a whistle to stop things. 15:55 remaining, first half. 1-0. Fairfield Warde on top.
What I like about the on-campus games, oops, let's wait, it's coming back at him. Great job by the Warde midfield.
Trying to set it up inside. Now the kick save made. Now a couple of tries, and it goes up and over the net.
Ooh, that's off the, that was off the stick. If it was hockey, as you were talking about, you would have to duck behind there.
Yeah.
Here comes the puck.
Let's remind you our sponsors on the HAN network. It's Walter Stewart's Market, Pamby Motors, Coastal Orthopedics, Carl Chevrolet, and we welcome Bankwell. They joined us yesterday, and welcome aboard. With Bill Bloxham, Eric Gendron, AJ Simonowski, our entire crew, I'm Rob Adams at Tetro Davis Field in Fairfield. This the home for many years of just the Fairfield Mustangs before they split into two schools in Fairfield again. Now it's the Fairfield Warde Mustangs. As it bounces about 10 yards out. Then, of course, they added Fairfield Ludlow on the other side of town, closer to I-95 off exit 21. Penalty corner coming up here for the Mustangs. They've had more of them.
I think that's 5.
I think you're right. This rolls in.
Kylie Palmer's had a hand in all of them.
Going to the right side. Trying to bounce it through, and it's scooped back up.
Good job back checking there for Trumbull.
Sarah Adams. Coming down to 14 minutes remaining in the first half. We'll keep an eye on the weather. Both coaches and folks down on the field were hopeful that they were going to get this one in before the rain hits, and when it hits, it's supposed to hit pretty good. A little hint of a tropical storm on the way into the area. Now, nothing to get too crazy about, but the potential for a couple of inches of rain, and that's certainly enough to say your plants are going to get more than watered.
And those with wells are very happy right about now.
Yeah. Those who haven't mowed their lawn in a week and a half or so, me, well, you'll be facing some lawn mowing coming up.
Exactly. Praying for snow.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't go that far. I want no part of snow. You know, I never thought I would be the kind of person that could say that I would live in the South or live in Florida. I think after last winter, I've begun to consider that more so. I don't love the hot days, but at the same time, we get a timeout on the field. 17 minutes gone, first half, 13 to go, first half. 1-0. We'll take a timeout from Tetro Davis Field. We'll come back right after this. You're watching Field Hockey, the FCAC on the HAN network.
It's time to come back to hometown banking, where people are taken into account, not just balances. Where community comes first. A place where there's more than one kind of interest. Where automation will never replace consideration. Where they not only know your name, they know your dog's name too. It's time to expect more. It's time to bank well. Bank smart. Bank local. Bank well.
1-0 our score. Fairfield Warde on top. Clock stopped, 13:07 to go in the first half.
We were talking earlier about the tough times, 4 o'clock for a game and whatever. But what I like about being on campus, as I was starting to say before, is as each program ends their practice session, it seems like the stands fill up with your co-athletes. It's kind of neat to see a team come over and get there for the final frenzy.
That's 100% true, and some of them are sitting around waiting for their ride home or whatever the case may be. But sure, it's a good way to kind of settle down after practice, come over and watch the game, and support their fellow classmates.
Notice it a lot in the spring between baseball and softball when they have the double games on the same site, where one finishes the other and the whole team comes over as one. And grabs a seat or takes a seat on the hill.
Yeah,
good
without
stuff.
a doubt. Yeah, very good stuff.
Once again, Warde has had the better of the chances, not only on the penalties and such, but it's not like Trumbull has not created some offensive opportunities for themselves.
One nothing, 13:07 to go, first half. So the timeout. And coming off the timeout, they'll come back out into the field, and away we go. A typically busy day. And everybody trying to get games in. Now, they don't rain out games for the most part. Soccer plays, field hockey plays. Everybody goes on and plays. The magic word, of course, is lightning. And the minute you see lightning, officials will stop the game, and you don't restart until 30 minutes after the last bolt has been seen. So, you're trying to avoid that, and that potential does exist. But just in talking with Seth Fry, and I love picking the brain of athletic directors who are willing to kind of talk, because they give you an idea of what they go through. He was telling me about having to move games off alternate fields that are grass fields, because obviously you put too many games on grass in this rain, you're going to have a real problem on your hands.
Yeah, no, going out of conference here, but with Massac girls soccer home tonight, and they're down in that little valley down there, and that's on grass. And I know we're going to cover that, their match with Barlow tonight, and I can see that going by the boards because they have a football game on Friday night, and you have more games coming up, so you just push it a week because it'll just turn into a mudslide.
13:07 to go, first half. A public service announcement. Of course, lots of people want to see their games covered, and we're loving covering all these games. And for me, it's games that I haven't had a chance to do play-by-play on, so it's been a lot of fun. But a big key for us is if you put your game basically in your football stadium, you stand a far better chance of having us here. Why? Because of, the basics like a place to set up, electricity, and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Have to be hardwired.
Really would be nice to have it hardwired. And more schools are getting there. It's kind of surprising, but we're getting closer. As Warde will take it and roll it all the way down. That'll be turned around by the Trumbull Eagles. Hope you enjoyed the drive with Denise DiGrigoli earlier today. That's 12:30 on Tuesdays. Archive up and available at HAN.network. Denise had an interesting show today. Down the near side it goes.
That was Sophia Hopwood put the ball in front.
And the whistle will keep things with the Eagles. That's Kira Chapman, number 3, one of the captains for Cindy Gallucci and the Trumbull Eagles. On the other side, it's Sam DeLeo, who I also had a chance to talk with today. Bouncing all the way back out toward midfield.
Oh, that's a great outlet pass.
Lily Cherneski for the Mustangs. And Trumbull will take it right back. Corey Lionetti wearing number 5 in the black and white. Not to be confused with the Brooklyn Nets. Or even the alternate uniforms of the New York Islanders. And apparently the Islanders not getting a great reception early on in Brooklyn. Ball loose, rolls over to the near side. Of course, they're going into the Barclays Center this year down in Brooklyn. And their initial preseason game against the New Jersey Devils didn't draw a very big crowd. And I chatted with a friend who got free tickets. He told me it was not a very good start to things for the Islanders in Brooklyn. See what the future holds there.
Yeah, these things take time sometimes.
And they do. He said the sight lines really weren't that good at Barclays. Chapman near side.
Yeah, she tried to center it up.
Resetting things.
Sarah Adams did a good job there, keeping her stick low.
Yep.
But enough to block.
Now rolling along, I believe that's Grace Orban.
Play on.
And it was.
Play on until you don't.
That's it. 10 minutes to go, first half, 1-0. Fairfield Warde on top. Keep an eye out for that guy in the black shirt with the blue baseball hat on. He is not a troublemaker. He's actually just taking pictures to post and tweet, and that's Josh Fisher. This gets batted ahead off the right-handed stick.
Oh, off the hand.
Yep. Leonard with the big blast off that right-handed stick.
And on the bounce, Chapman got a little bit on her right hand there, too. A little stinger. Daisy Furlager looks like she's going to forward the ball. She's had a couple goals for Warde this season.
9:14 to go first half. She lost control of it right there. Bounced right over the stick. I don't know how they do it. I was watching them in warm-ups, and it's so easy for the ball to just kind of take a little bit of a hop and go right over the blade of the stick. It's not, obviously for those who don't know, it's not as big as an ice hockey stick. It's
very thin.
Yeah, much thinner. Much more narrow, in fact. 8:49 to go first half, 1-0.
They do have a sweet spot, but it's harder to stay there.
Yeah. That's Adams.
Great job turning it around.
It doesn't need to be said, but for the heck of it, no relation, Sarah Adams. To my knowledge, anyway. Maddie Nemchek brings it down the near side for Trumbull. Sends it ahead to Hopwood. Hopwood and Jenna Kutzo tangled up. Still 1-0.
Ooh, Hopwood with the takeaway. Over to Chapman.
Trying to set it up for her.
A little give and go. Didn't work.
Rolled right past. They had a can of bee spray in here, or wasp and hornet killer. That's it. When we first went to walk in here and I just spied somebody coming up to visit. Not the kind of somebody you want to visit. This will go back the other way. Trumbull wastes no time.
There are no wasps or hornets in the FCAC, though, however, so.
That's a good point.
It is.
There are no bugs of any kind that I can think of. Birds, yes.
Lots of birds.
Cardinals, falcons, eagles. Off the top of my head. You got a ram and a Viking and a Mustang.
Nice forward there, 2-on-2.
Turning to the top of the scoring circle and a whistle. 7:10 to go. Clock running first half, 1-0. Turning around is Jenny Pahota. Tangled up with Madeline Nemchek.
Hannah Cohen did a good job on that last foray for the Mustangs.
Along the near side is
playing defense for Trumbull.
Sophomore Lily Trineski for Fairfield Warde.
Ooh, long shot.
Kicked aside.
Kick wide. Kick save and a beaut.
Yep. Marv Albert would be proud. It's amazing, very briefly, for, again, those of us of a certain age, we know Marv Albert as a hockey announcer just as much as he was a basketball announcer. And also,
even more somehow.
Yeah, and also even a sports anchor, a reporter on Channel 4. And latter generation now knows him as a basketball announcer solely. And boxing. He's gotten back into boxing.
Yep.
Pushed along. Hopwood.
Hopwood. Ooh.
Hopwood rolled it ahead. Julia Lowe.
Ooh, just off there. Julia Lowe has been the offensive answer for the Eagles all season long.
5:59 to go first
4
half.
games, but all season.
Yeah, exactly. Well, season's so fast. 4 games is
1/5.
Yeah, you're getting there. You turn the quarter pole right around now. Hopwood rolls it ahead. Had it near Chapman. Now Warde will take it back and reset. Funny to watch coaches' reactions. I don't often get a chance to glance up and watch them, but as this will roll right down there, Josh Fisher, who did not make a kick save and a beauty, rolled right underneath his foot.
Good possessions here for Trumbull in the last 5 minutes or so, but they haven't been able to put that last, using the field hockey term, link together. And here they go.
5:07 to go in the first half. Near side. Leaning out comes Trineski. She'll take it right back off the whistle, rolls it down. Trineski grabs it, tried to work her way into the circle, got taken off the play. That was Amy Smith on the play.
Good job there. That was a good job stepping up.
4:45 to go in the first half, 1-0.
Trumbull really has to tighten it up right here. They're getting another penalty opportunity, and right now 1-0 sounds real good to Trumbull.
And it's just a question of whether or not we see the raindrops. I'm keeping an eye on the app that I tend to trust with that stuff, and nothing yet. Close out in front. Ward with a chance, and they score.
What a great pass.
And it comes with 4:18 to go in the first half.
Raise your hand when you score. There we go. Acknowledge.
That would be good.
It was right on the post. What a real nice feed. They drew the defenders over one step too far and open doorstep.
If I'm reading Eric Gendron's motion correctly, it was Kylie Palmer, number 15. He's saying 15, yes. Oh, 1-6. Oh, he's saying 6. Oh, then it'd be Jenna Kutzo, number 6. Tell you what, we'll confirm at halftime. 2-0. That'd be something if it was Jenna Kutzo, because I believe I've spied a John Kutzo in the crowd. Sarah Adams, and that gets turned around. 3:54 to go first half, 2-0. That should be a rule. Raise your hand. I like it.
That's right.
Got to enforce these things, Bill. You've got that kind of power.
Yes.
Adams will reset.
I only try to raise hands during phone interviews. Ooh, nice little.
Yeah, nice lift there,
little pooch.
Yep. However, the high stick turned it around.
Corey Lionetti sending it out.
Jenny Pahota playing it, goes to her right. Staying inside the numbers. 3:15 to go first half. Adams with a blast ahead. That is almost akin to a slap shot, and yet not exactly. But as we moved around during our FCAC tour, I would ask field hockey players to explain the sport. Many of them did compare it to ice hockey, obviously a larger field, but just as many were also saying there are elements of lacrosse in it as well. And you can sense why.
I can agree with that.
So it'll be brought in off the corner. 2-0 game right now. Orban steps inside. Goes off to her right. And the stop there with 2.5 to go first half.
Big difference in their face-offs, and they can set up in a face-off situation is there's no one stopping the pass.
2:20 to go in the half. Another corner. Is this 7 now for Ward? Seemed like it. It'll go back the other way. 7 or 8, I would say, at this point.
At least.
Ward has had the better of it so far. 2:03 to go in the first half. This will roll to the far side. Get away from Julia Lowe.
Yeah, she gave chase, but couldn't get there in time.
So dribbled in off the far side by Fairfield Warde. 1:47 to go until intermission.
Dropped into the far corner.
And a roll over there again.
Diana Horan set it out. Now she's battling for possession again. That would be for Trumbull.
Setting up again, Grace Orban. Orban and Kira Chapman. Chapman and Caroline Prezioso are the captains for Trumbull.
Nice pass by Chapman up, but couldn't be corralled, and Ward will have it once again at midfield.
As we're just about to the 29-minute mark of the first half, also known as 1 minute to go.
Maria Chapa just took possession and forwarded the ball.
Gets it down, kick save made.
Save, there, nice.
Bouncing out toward the near side, 53 to go in the half. Trumbull would like, obviously, a goal right before the break to turn a little momentum their way. Turned back the other way, though, and the high stick will stop it. Leonard went to play it. Now Cherneski will corral it, and instead it'll be Adams to roll it ahead. Was sending it toward Cherneski, and now basically sending it toward the Merritt Parkway. Half minute to go in the first half.
Missed the exit.
Easy to miss. Got to find Black Rock Turnpike.
There we go. Little twist.
Though it's not marked as Black Rock Turnpike, it's marked as Route 58. 15 to go in the first half. Rolled ahead for Ward. Probably content to just play keep away for the final 5. Trumbull does grab it. Grabbed back by Ward. Down to 2 and 1 in the first half. Will come to an end with Fairfield Warde leading the Trumbull Eagles 2-0. What do you think, Bill?
Played out a little bit like I expected. I thought both teams would have their opportunities. Trumbull just hasn't been able. Well, I guess it's the discipline on the Warde defense. They haven't given them any penalties. They haven't given them anything free, nothing off set pieces, and Trumbull hasn't been able to make that last pass. And offensively for Warde, just a very, very good job keeping the pressure on. Midfield's been even. But yeah, right now Warde is leading, and the 2-0 score basically reflects the play in the first half.
I would agree. First half comes to an end. I'm going to step down to the field quickly, see if I can get the scoring resolved, and come back up for the second half. At the end of one half of play, Fairfield Warde leads Trumbull 2-0. You're watching Field Hockey, the FCAC on the HAN Network.
When you experience a sports injury, you want to get better and fast. Coastal Ortho Express gives you direct access to orthopedic care quickly. Their physicians are fellowship trained in sports medicine at world-class universities and are also team doctors for area football teams. For specialized personal care of sports injuries, go to Coastal Ortho Express. Open Monday through Saturday in the iPark building, 761 Main Avenue in Norwalk, or coastalorthoexpress.com. Coastal Orthopedics, keeping you on the move.
Does buying a car leave you feeling like you're chasing your tail? Head straight to Pamby Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram and take car buying in a whole new direction.
Football University, the nation's leading football training experience, is now accepting applications for its 2015 camps. Our elite faculty of NFL coaches and top professionals teach position-specific on the field and in the classroom to improve your football IQ and help you reach your full potential as a player. Apply today at footballuniversity.org. Football University, where technique plus talent beats talent alone.
Back to school means back to busy, and Stewart's Market can save you precious time by stocking all of your favorite essentials under one roof. For a healthy start to school, we have all the ingredients. Walter Stewart's, your family-owned fresh local market, 229 Elm Street and at stewartsmarket.com.
It's time to come back to hometown banking, where people are taken into account, not just balances, where community comes first, a place where there's more than one kind of interest, where automation will never replace consideration, where they not only know your name, they know your dog's name too. It's time to expect more. It's time to bank well. Bank smart. Bank local. Bank well.
Carl Chevrolet is proud to sponsor HAN Network's coverage of the area's best high school sports. No matter the sport, competition in the FCAC is spirited, so get out and cheer on your favorite team. If you can't make it to the game, be sure to bring HAN Network with you to keep up with the action. Visit Carl Chevrolet in New Canaan or online at carldirect.com.
While the temperatures are cooling down, the fall bite is heating up. Albies, bonita, blackfish, alligator blues, and stripers are following the large schools of bait that are abundant in the Long Island Sound. If you love the New England coast during autumn, this is the time to be on the water. The latest from Shimano, Quantum, Avet, Hoagie, Phase 2 and more are in stock and ready to go at the dock shop. And don't mind those fall breezes with jackets, hats, gloves, and fleece from Grundens and Stormer. The dock shop will keep you warm and dry. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, now in 2 locations, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport, or on the web, dockshop.com.
Alliance. We are an industry leader in coordinating transportation for large events such as corporate road shows, conferences, and special events. Our team of experts understands the dynamics and logistics of high-pressure situations and complex arrangements, all within a rapidly changing environment. Since 1999, we have added charter jets, event management, and personal protection to our range of services. Mention this ad for $25 off your next round-trip reservation. Alliance and you. Together, we can achieve the extraordinary. 855-546-6996 or alliancelimo.com.
Healthy, confident smiles begin at Stratford Orthodontics. Conveniently located on Main Street, we are Stratford's hometown orthodontist. We offer the latest in orthodontic technology, including Damon braces and Invisalign. We always accept new patients. Call today to schedule a complimentary consultation. 203-375-8332. Stratford Orthodontics, 2499 Main Street, Stratford. 203-375-8332. And online at stratfordsmile.com. Healthy.
Have no fear. Hersom Acorn's Fast Frights movie contest is here. Can your film make the cut? Submit your original 3-minute horror movie today. Visit fastfrights.com for more details.
Highcote Rockefeller Estate is Westchester County's top cultural attraction and is now open for the season. Don't miss out. Go online to hudsonvalley.org to plan your visit. Take a drive out to beautiful Sleepy Hollow, New York, and enjoy Highcote's stunning architecture, breathtaking gardens, expansive art galleries, and commanding Hudson River views. From world-class art by Picasso and Warhol to expertly tended gardens, there's something for everyone. Highcote Rockefeller Estate, a National Trust for Historic Preservation landmark.
When you experience a sports injury, you want to get better and fast. Coastal Ortho Express gives you direct access to orthopedic care quickly. Their physicians are fellowship trained in sports medicine at world-class universities and are also team doctors for area football teams. For specialized personal care of sports injuries, go to Coastal Ortho Express, open Monday through Saturday in the iPark building, 761 Main Avenue in Norwalk, or coastalorthoexpress.com. Coastal Orthopedics, keeping you on the move.
Second half underway. 16 seconds gone by with Bill Bloxham. Eric Gendron, our entire crew. I'm Rob Adams. I've got the goals. I've got the details. And I'm trying to catch my breath because all of a sudden they decided the second half was getting started. In fact, that was not the amount of time that they were supposed to take at halftime. They were supposed to take 10 minutes. They wound up taking about 8. So, in the end, I think they got 10 overall, but there was a little bit of confusion. This will roll out to the near side and go out of bounds. Kylie Palmer and Daisy Furliger are your goal scorers.
Very good.
And indeed, I do have the missing names off the roster.
That would be fine because if you have number 16, she has played quite a good first half for Fairfield Warde.
So viewers, an introduction to number 16, Emily Pisani, who has played a good game, has as number 2, Anna Kaiser, who I spied a few times.
Exactly, yep. And what do you stutter? Nope, that's just me trying to look up numbers that I can't find.
It is always that awkward moment where you glance out at the field, you see a number, you look at your roster and go, oh, darn.
And then you keep looking because you figure it's there and they just moved it somewhere, or do they switch the numbers? Sometimes it's somebody's birthday, and they decide that I want to wear 13 today because,
yeah.
I mean, you'd be amazed.
Things like that happen. A lot of things happen. Or, the thing I always saw that would happen during, say, basketball is a JV player would come up and you didn't get it on the score sheet when you wrote it down, and you wind up getting burned. So you look at the field or the floor or the ice and you go, well, here's number 25 with the ball, and I'm sure she's a delightful young woman.
There we go.
In that case, number 25 is Diana Horan.
Yeah, Trumbull's come out with a little sense of urgency here. So far, they have maintained possession for the first 2+ minutes.
I can tell you I was not too far away for part of Cindy Gallucci's halftime speech to her Trumbull Eagle team, and we will go with not happy.
No, once again, a lot of had to be. I'll call them mental and turning into physical mistakes when you have those many penalty opportunities for one team and none for yourself.
Sarah Adams and Fairfield Warde going from left to right. They have the 2-0 lead. Palmer and Furliger, the goals. And those are 2 juniors on a heavily junior-laden team. Grace Orban and Elena Kaiser are the 2 seniors that I noted, along with Anagnos, the goalie.
Yep. Marielle Leonard just did a good job there controlling, keeping possession for Trumbull and forwarding it to Sophia Hopwood. But here we come again. There's that whistle.
And again, we are monitoring the weather because of the circumstances.
I'm just watching the aluminum bleachers. When they start to... when they look more, when they give up more light than the light stanchions, it's under my feet. I think I'll know it first.
We are down to 76 degrees and supposedly drizzle getting ready to hit momentarily. So fingers crossed for the latter part of this afternoon. Hey, by the way, something new around these parts, and we did it last week as well. On FCAC.net, you can vote for the HAN Network Athletes of the Week. Bill and I are not eligible.
It's a lot of fun going through the FCAC and all the sports and seeing who's had the outstanding, efforts for the 2 or 3 games or in football 1. It really is really pretty neat, especially when they're matching up with each other to really see who had, one of those special weeks that they're going to remember.
And we all get a say, all the sports editors, John Kovac, myself. So a lot of us get a say as in
front there.
Yep, as into who gets nominated. It's all football players on the male side this week. Shelby Grant, of course, had 6 touchdowns against the Greenwich Cardinals last Saturday. Drew Fowler of Ridgefield. Marquise Woods of Trumbull. Far side for the Eagles as they've got it right now.
Yeah, Daisy Furliger just did a great job in front, showing that she's a 2-way player for Warde. She not only scored that goal earlier, but she just stopped. Trumbull and stop.
Christian Trez of St. Joe's, Troy Duncan of Stamford, and Andrew Speed of Staples. Those are the nominees on the men's side. On the women's side, we'll tell you about them in a moment. Down the far side it goes for Fairfield Warde.
Nice counter, 2-on-1. Trumbull gets back on defense.
They slow it up, and they spin it right back out. Good job by Haran. Holly Rivers of Danbury Field Hockey, Hannah Froelich of Norwalk Girls Soccer, Katie Elders of Darien Field Hockey goes off to the left side of the netminder. Isabel Taylor of Darien Volleyball, Sydney Adams of Trumbull Girls Volleyball, Emily Dardis of Trinity Catholic Volleyball, Natalie Bennett from Wilton Volleyball, and Ellie Smith of Trinity Catholic Volleyball. So good luck to one and all. I could tell you who's in the lead, but you got to go check that out yourself. I think that's the best way to go. So athletes of the week. And I'd always be curious to know what's the popular vote and then what's the sports editor HAN network vote, Bill.
Fortunately, we don't control
no, we don't.
one or the other.
But it is funny and always curious to know what my colleagues would think if they had a vote. Which I guess technically we could because there's nothing to stop us from voting, but none of us do.
No.
Sarah Adams.
We do the nominations and let it fly.
Yep, let it go at that point. Daisy Furliger will set things up. She's got it. Now it's taken away. Snagged by Leonard. Rolls it ahead.
Strong second half for Leonard so far.
Got away from Hopwood, though. Heading toward the far side.
Madeline Tavalucci did a great job there getting back, but Trumbull still in possession.
23 minutes remaining in this one. It's a 2-0 game right now.
Ball in front. Oh, here they come.
Ward able to get it back out. They move from left to right in the second half. Bouncing around there. Haran.
Grace Orban once again did a good job back checking and taking care of possession.
7 and change gone. Second half.
Haran starts Trumbull's offense.
Just bounces away for a moment. Goes to Chapman.
Here we go. Okay.
Little chance for Trumbull. So up to grab it is Leonard. Rolls it through. Gets
Hopwood.
inside. Yep, Hopwood was there and then taken away. Pahota was there for the Mustangs, but it'll be a corner coming up here. This will be the third corner for the Eagles. Fairfield Warde had the far better of the play in the first half, 8-2 on penalty corners.
Yeah, Trumbull had 2 in a row, I would say about the 25-minute mark, back to back, but they couldn't get anything out of it.
Yep.
Ooh.
Rolls back out.
Great job again by Orban. Here we go. 3-on-2. 1 back for Trumbull.
They corral it, but able to step in the middle of it is Anna Kaiser. 21 and a half to go in this one. 2-0. Off to the far side it goes. Ward with the 2-0 lead.
Grace Orban being marked by Madeline Nemchek there.
Pushing it inside. Bounced away. Able to reset. Back to the top of the shooting circle. Rolls off wide.
That was off Trumbull, so Ward will maintain possession.
Furliger will come out. From the near side, brings it in. Adams fans on the first blast, then she'll go and grab it back. Just rolls it ahead. Rolls it parallel to that 5-yard line from the football striping. And it's sent all the way back and then reset by the Mustangs. It'll be Adams again.
Tavalici did a great job getting it back in, maintaining possession. Here they come out. Trumbull on the break.
Wanda Adarusik for Trumbull. Sends it along, but Pahota there. Pahota tangled up with Nemchek.
Trumbull tried to switch fields there, but Pahota was waiting for it.
Nemchek just swats at it and rolls it along. 10:15 gone. Second half, 2-0 Fairfield Warde. 4 saves in the first half for Anagnost. 3 saves for Maddie San Angelo.
Lily Chernesky back in, bringing some fresh legs in after taking a break at the beginning of this half. That would be for Ward.
This bounces along. Adams was there, couldn't get a stick on it.
Ooh.
So now it's Pahota, rolls it in, kind of a one-timer try that bounces off to the side.
That was a quick pitch, quick restart there. Good job by Ward trying to catch Trumbull with their backs turned.
We've noted some goalies in field hockey, as well, of course, in soccer, don't necessarily wear a number on their uniform. Today, Maddie San Angelo is indeed wearing a number 19 on the backside of that gold jersey. In fact, some just get indicated on rosters as GK or something along those lines. She does make a kick save there. Second try coming, rolls in. And Ward gets their third goal of the afternoon.
What's the time here?
You got 18 and a half to go.
That was Lily Chernesky getting most of the congratulations there. So I don't think her shot bounced off anyone or was redirected.
For the moment, she is getting credit for that goal. Chernesky, 11 and a half gone by, second half. Now 3-0. Bill, what's an insurmountable lead to your mind in field hockey? In a game like this, for instance.
We're closing in on it right now. I think there's like a 5-minute window here to close it back up again and to keep the energy level up. It's not a matter that you can't, it's just a matter if you will. And it's hard. You've been working hard for, 30, 50, 53 minutes now, and here you go. All right, Trumbull's coming in again. Here we go.
17:45, clock running.
Trumbull getting another penalty opportunity here. This would be a good chance for them to, get something going. Get something going.
Hopwood will grab it out of the penalty corner to the near side. She sets and rolls it in. Leaning ahead and not wasting any time, but a good play defensively by Ward. Just timing the ball well. I believe it was Adams, and it was. I just needed to see the back, the uniform number on the back. They don't have numbers on the front. They do, but it's in the top quadrant, and it was just the way Adams was turned that I couldn't see the number.
Yeah, she's played real well back there. She certainly jumped that pass.
Ball loose inside the circle. Trying to turn it around with 16:50 to go. Second half, 3-0 our score.
Calliope Kaiser did a good job there, forcing a penalty for Ward, and they'll get another opportunity here.
So the penalty corner coming in a 3-0 game. That was Kylie Palmer. They'll roll it into the circle. Through traffic it goes. Second try out in front. The kick save made. Furliger was there looking for her second. Rolls off to the far side. Pahota will go off and play it there. Looked like Kaylee Fleming over there for the Eagles. 14 minutes gone, second half, just about to the midway point, second half, 3-0, Fairfield Warde on top. Football coming up on Friday at Staples High School as the Staples Wreckers take on the
Fairfield Warde Mustangs.
Correct.
Ding, 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 ding.
Johnny, tell him what he's won. He's won an all-expense-paid trip to Westport, Connecticut on Friday night. Pre-game activities starting at 4.
Sylvia Hopwood just there, made a nice offensive play, giving Trumbull an opportunity here.
The kick saved, bounced aside from Anagnost.
All the way to the cage.
Coming down to 15 remaining second half, 3-0.
Kylie Fleming battling for possession. Gets that for Trumbull.
Rolls ahead.
Chapman brings it forward, bouncing in front.
Just off to the left side.
Jessica Lipinski did a good job setting up on the far post, but they couldn't get the ball over there.
Under 15 to go in a 3-0 game. Palmer, Furliger, and Chernesky reported to be the goal scorers.
That would be me. Bill reported.
No, I heard the same thing you said, so I'm completely in cahoots with you on the third one for sure.
I think cahoots will be where we'll be sitting tonight.
Leonard.
There we go. Nice.
It was set up there for Anderusic, but couldn't poke it home, and out it goes. 14:20 to go. That was a radio station frequency I was once on, 1420. WLNA, Peekskill, New York.
There we go.
Along the near side. Sent down the left side.
Tavalacci did another good job on that shot you were talking about by Andrucci.
1420 WLNA in Peekskill was a station that dated all the way back, I believe, into the 1930s. Might even go a little further back. So the nice little tie-in there is my mom once appeared on it as a young girl. So kind of nice to have that all in the family kind of thing.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, each of my parents wound up singing in a choir or something that had them on the radio as kids. So
how did you explain yourself to them?
I still have yet to explain.
Is that why you only had a bathtub in your house?
Yeah.
No showers allowed.
Nope.
Me, nah.
13:20 to go, second half. 3-0. On this muggy day, temperatures in the mid-70s. Temperatures falling, though, at Fairfield Warde High School.
Trumbull looking for a break here.
Along the near side, Adarusic.
She's got Hopwood alone in front. Oops.
And kicked aside.
Tried to put it in the short side there.
Yep.
Great job by the goalkeeper. There's many reasons why I can't be a goalie in field hockey or play field hockey. Too numerous to mention, but one of them is I'd want to dive. I'd be trying to dive save all the time. And first of all, I'm sure it's illegal. Second of all, I'm sure I wouldn't be able to get up with that equipment.
Yeah.
And third, they'd be putting the ball over my shoulder every single time on the rebound.
12.5 to go. It was funny to kind of listen in on the officials chatting at halftime as well. And not going to reveal, not that they said any state secrets, but just listening to them discuss things that go from one game to another and calls. And, I'm not telling tales out of school, but just kind of being a fly on the wall for their conversation as I was taking some notes.
A little over 12 minutes left. Leonard has an opportunity here to set up a teammate and get Trumbull on the board. Yeah, it is fun listening to the officials.
You learn a lot from that as it bounces over near side. You learn a lot from a lot of these people that you can talk to throughout sports. Coaches, athletes, officials.
Well, Lipinski and Chapman for Trumbull tried to get something going there in the far side, but wasn't going to happen. Possession to Ward. 11:39 left here at Tetro Davis.
Sarah Adams quickly off the whistle, sends it ahead. Toward
nice.
Chernesky. Chernesky setting up in what's a 2-on-2 that gets bounced back the other way. Resetting is Haran.
Amazed at the stick skills of all these players.
Absolutely.
You have a 20-yard bouncer coming your way, and you're just keeping your head up and just going forward. Amazing.
Fairfield Warde trying to even their record at 3-3. Trumbull trying to improve to 4-1. And we have 11 minutes to go. And right now, Warde all in control at 3-0.
There was much more disciplined effort here by Trumbull in the second half. And they've earned some opportunities at the other end, offset pieces. But once again, Warde is playing very, very well.
Chatted with some people at the end of the first half out in the crowd. They were curious. Folks still learning about HAN.network. That's where you find us. There's a YouTube channel as well. You can check us out there, and that's where you can find the archives.
Ooh. Chapman and Hopwood on a mini break there, and went out of bounds.
10-10 to go.
Kaylee Fleming for Trumbull fighting for possession in front at midfield, far side.
This turf likely to get redone in about 3 years, is the sense I was getting. You're finding generally if you can get 15 years out of a turf, that's about the max that I've gathered, Bill.
Yeah, I agree. I was going to say 12, but 15 was good. Ooh.
15's kind of the max number if you're struggling for the budget, you know? Spinning around is Trumbull. They roll
Great
it down.
play by Nicole Dunn there. She stopped the breakaway. They were trying to get a long pass past her, and she stopped it, but Trumbull's coming back again. Nope.
Was Kira Chapman. Now it'll be Grace Orban for Ward. She blasted ahead, but it rolled right past Kylie Palmer. Palmer able to corral it. Setting things up, looking to her right.
Palmer and Orban have definitely been putting their names on the list for nomination for Athlete of the Week with their efforts so far on both sides.
No, they've been fun to watch.
Great two-way players, which in field hockey you must be.
Near side, Lipinski.
There are no snipers in field hockey.
The one-time pass from Katie Machillo. Near side, Chapman. Now spun around and sent back by Ward. Wow.
Nice move there.
Jenna Kutzo.
She avoided what wouldn't be a check anyway, but
right.
It could have been a takeaway.
8:25 to go second half.
Chapman trying to direct Trumbull back down.
Hopwood.
Hopwood on the ball.
Hopwood to Chapman. Through traffic. Looking to set up something out in front, and they do score. Trumbull on the board. It's 3-1. So 8:08 to go, second half. Trumbull trying to make a game of it.
Yeah, they tried a real fast transition there.
Quick goal, and we've got a game, Bill.
Yeah, you're right. Chapman's doing her best, puts it in front. There's Minicilio again.
Did she have the goal team?
I'm guessing she would, but I was looking down to make sure the number was correct, and
yeah.
I looked up. She was the one. She slid in front. She made a nice slide in front trying to put the ball.
Although A.J. Simonowski's telling me that he saw Leonard.
That could work, too, because she had possession, but the ball went in the other side of the net, so.
So we'll say Leonard for the moment. Front. It's out in front. Couple of kick
Still
saves
free.
made. And the corner coming.
Ooh. Yeah, now that makes sense. Thank you, AJ.
AJ also has the advantage of being able to look a little closer at the shots as opposed to us looking at the field, so he's got a little bit of a better angle. Plus, he's a little bit smarter. As it's rolled in, Chernesky had it initially.
Well, he's not a miniature airplane that just kind of buzzes over the field.
No.
But he did have 3 screens in front of him as he's picking out the best pictures to show our audience in this FCAC battle.
Rolled along the near side. Trumbull trying to turn things around, and there are some fans here for the Eagles. Not long of a commute, of course. 6:20 to go.
You can hear the buzz. There is a buzz going on.
Yeah, I agree. Obviously a pro Fairfield Warde crowd, but got a few Trumbull Eagle fans here. 6:05 remaining. Quick goal, and we've got a game for sure. Far side for the Mustangs. They're up 2 right now, 3-1. You think about the Chernesky goal, 11 and a half minutes into the second half. That's kind of a backbreaker right now.
Yeah, no, that was the bump.
Across the line, down the far sideline.
A little long for Hopwood there.
Coming down to the 5.5 mark.
Leonard's playing at a higher level, a high level right now for Trumbull.
Trumbull trying to take it back with Horan. Sent ahead along the far side. Getting it across the midfield stripe. 5:13 to go, 3-1 Fairfield Warde. Now Warde on the attack.
It's again a quick restart.
Trumbull trying to reset things.
Just under 5 minutes here. They have an opportunity to set something up.
Amy Smith will start it. She rolled it ahead. Got away from Leonard. Over to tap it is Hannah Cohen. Rolls it along to the far side. Grabbed by Pahota for Fairfield Warde. 4:25 to go. Clock not on the side of the Trumbull Eagles. Nor is the ball right now. Corralled by Furliger. Sent in close and a whistle in a corner. Nope, it'll be Trumbull. No, it will be a corner. Excuse me, I saw the right indication. I wasn't sure there for a minute, Bill.
Yeah.
4 minutes to go.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing you were, though.
I saw the players start going the other way. I got nervous.
Wrong, yeah. Wrong jersey's going in the wrong way.
Exactly. So off the corner and trying to cause trouble was Hopwood. But it will stay with Fairfield Warde. They're in the white with the red and black. Bouncing through it was Hannah Cohen. And another corner coming here with 3:35 to go. Coffee break, get your day started tomorrow, 11 o'clock. We will be, from my understanding, live in New Canaan. Blast coming, rolls through. Second try, ball loose. Warde trying to get that fourth goal and really ice it with 3:05 to go. Instead, it'll be taken back by the Trumbull Eagles. Abby Junkowicz was in the middle of that.
Yeah, Cohen got her the ball. Now they're sending it up the near sideline.
They battle for it. Good battle there. Sent ahead.
That's
Hopwood. Yep. Hopwood tangled with Pahota. 2:39 to go. In the shadow of the Yankee fishermen. John Kovac not too far away from this very site. Yankee Fisherman, Thursdays at 1 on the HAN Network. And, of course, the new time for Arts and Leisure, that is Thursdays at 2. And maybe we'll start a new show called Tuesdays with AJ. No, that's not really happening. It's just AJ sitting right here, and I like working him into the broadcast. 2:05 to go.
Plus Maury's not available anymore.
That's right.
Not funny.
Roll in through the circle. It's not, well, you saying it's not funny is the funny part.
Exactly.
I don't have his last name, but I do want to recognize Michael, our newest intern, who is down to our left, running a camera today.
Great job. Got here early, like we like our interns to do. First time out with us, and he picked up the cameras, and he, once again, getting great shots for us.
Yeah, no, thanks to him. Off the corner, it comes in. Trumbull needs a goal. 90 seconds remaining.
Need one here now. If
Bouncing
it's going to happen.
Through traffic.
Ooh.
And it'll go back the other way. There was an open look for Kara Chapman.
Yep, just before the whistle.
Now it's a little bit of a long road back for Trumbull with just about 70 seconds to go.
One more opportunity here.
3-1 game. That clock not on their side. That's kind of a nice note I just saw. If you're into the poll, the FCAC Athlete of the Week, all right. The Ridgefield Tigers stepping in and saying, from RHS Tigers Lair, everyone go vote for Drew Fowler as the Athlete of the Week.
There we go.
So I like it. Well done by Ridgefield. 40 seconds to go. Second half, 3-1.
They have a future being the mayor of Chicago.
I like it. Or Abe Froman, who was the Sausage King of Chicago, if you watched Ferris Bueller. That's twice I've worked that in a week, I'm ashamed to say. 25 to go. Rolled in, top of the circle.
Chapman.
Going right, Chapman and Hopwood. Hopwood, ball loose down to 17, and a roll aside, and it's very much looking like Fairfield Warde is going to improve to 3-3 on the year. 10 seconds remaining.
Trumbull looking to put one more opportunity together.
Anything's possible, but we're down to 3, 2, and 1, and this one should be over. Always take an extra moment just to make sure the officials are okay with the sound of the buzzer. Sometimes they keep more often than not, they have the official clock down there, although solid scoreboard job up here. But every once in a while, you'll see the reaction, and they'll say, no, we're not done here yet. Keep playing.
There we go, yep.
But in this case, we are done, and the final score, 3-1 in favor of Fairfield Warde. They improved to 3-3 on the season. Trumbull drops to 3-2. Bill and I will come back to Tetro Davis Field, and we'll put a wrap on this one. Final score in field hockey on this Tuesday afternoon. The Fairfield Warde Mustangs 3 and the Trumbull Eagles 1. We're back to wrap it up. You're watching field hockey, the FCAC, on the HAN Network.
When you experience a sports injury, you want to get better and fast. Coastal Ortho Express gives you direct access to orthopedic care quickly. Their physicians are fellowship trained in sports medicine at world-class universities and are also team doctors for area football teams. For specialized personal care of sports injuries, go to Coastal Ortho Express. Open Monday through Saturday in the iPark building, 761 Main Avenue in Norwalk, or coastalorthoexpress.com. Coastal Orthopedics, keeping you on the move.
It's time to come back to hometown banking, where people are taken into account, not just balances, where community comes first, a place where there's more than one kind of interest, where automation will never replace consideration, where they not only know your name, they know your dog's name too. It's time to expect more. It's time to bank well. Bank smart. Bank local. Bank well.
Fairfield Warde has improved to 3-3 on the year with a 3-1 field hockey victory over the Trumbull Eagles with Bill Bloxham. I'm Rob Adams. And, I mean, just in the first half, I just got the impression that things were more in favor of Fairfield Warde. I don't have the magic potion as to why they were playing better, but they just seemed to be playing better.
I agree. There was a tilt to the field. And once again, it wasn't effort. It was more execution in certain areas, and especially in that first half. I think Trumbull would like a do-over if they could, because the second half, obviously, in the score and on the field was more evenly played. But I just think in this instance, Warde in the first half did a better job being disciplined and taking advantage of their opportunities.
They have a 7:15 start against Brian McMahon at McDougall Stadium on Thursday night, so that is their next game and could be in the raindrops, as we're expecting a lot of chance of showers between now and basically Sunday morning. So a lot of rain appears to be on the way, but of course forecasts all change. As for Fairfield Warde, well, next up for them, they've got the Crosstown. They're going to play Fairfield Ludlow at Taft Field on the new turf over there. That's 7 o'clock on Friday night, so a nice Friday night field hockey game and an all Fairfield showdown there.
Yeah, no, what I like most about Fairfield and the way the town works, its schedules and such, is it's not just how many people show up for it, it's how well the teams play against each other. And I know it's the sportsmanship part of it, but I think it's because in most sports they all came up together in certain things, and then they break apart and go to different schools and stuff. But there's a boys, girls soccer, lacrosse, name it. There's that respect that goes together.
And it was only a few years ago that I know, because I have family here in Fairfield, you did kind of have an option to be able to go to one high school or the other. That's pretty much all faded now. Everyone is, kind of settled in. But I have a niece that lives literally in the shadow of Fairfield Warde. She went to Ludlow instead, stayed with her friends.
Yeah, no, the district has changed a little bit, but yeah, no. Once again, it's neighborhood schools.
Yeah.
and then they move up and they move on from whatever their youth programs were and stuff like that. So once again, when covering the Ward and Ludlow in their sporting events, it's just a lot of fun because they go at it, and then there's just a good camaraderie afterwards.
Yeah, I've seen it from baseball, games that they've had. They play it at Harbor Yard, which is fun to watch. So in any event, good job today. And Bill, I thank you very much.
No, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun being down here. Got a chance to see the Trumbull Eagles, who, with our Trumbull Times, and, the Ward Mustangs with our Fairfield Suns. So, good opportunity to see two well-coached teams go after it.
As for the goals, it was Kylie Palmer, 5 minutes in. That made it 1-0 for Ward. Daisy Furliger made it 2-0, just about 15 and a half minutes in. Then in the second half, Lily Chernesky at 11 and a half minutes made it 3-1. Marielle Leonard tried to get the Eagles back into it at 21:52, and that made it 3-1, but they could not get any closer than that. We remind you, our sponsors, Walter Stewart's Market, Pamby Motors, Coastal Orthopedics, Carl Chevrolet, and Bankwell. Our next sports broadcast comes your way Friday evening, but it starts Friday afternoon at 4 with FCAC Tailgate. As we bring you the tailgate, Donald Eng and Kate Chaplinsky, along with myself and a cast of thousands. We will talk with interesting folks and probably going to have some footage for you from our first pep rally that will be around. It is homecoming for the Staples Wreckers on Friday night when they host the Fairfield Warde Mustangs. Then the actual football pregame show itself is FCAC Game Day, and we'll have it for you Friday at 5 o'clock, followed by the broadcast, Chris Irway and I, and an appearance finally by Christopher Cato Kalin on the sideline. That is Friday night at 7 o'clock at Staples Stadium. The Staples Wreckers and these very same Fairfield Warde Mustangs, although not the girls' field hockey team, it would be the football team. But I just want to clarify that for you. Final score once again, 3-1. And that'll do it from Tetro Davis Field. We remind you to join us tomorrow morning for a coffee break to get your day started at 11 o'clock. Kate Chaplinsky with all the headlines, as well as weather and sports from yours truly. And then we're back with you on Friday for more sports. Keep an ear out for Yankee Fisherman, as well as arts and leisure, and lots more. But we thank you for joining us on this Tuesday afternoon. Fairfield Warde gets the win, 3-1, as they improve to 3-3 on the season. For Eric Gendron, AJ Simonowski, Bill Bloxham, our entire crew here at Tetro Davis Field. I'm Rob Adams. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Talk to you tomorrow for Coffee Break Football Friday from Staples. But for now, 3-1. Fairfield Warde with the win over Trumbull. Good night from Fairfield.
The preceding has been a presentation of the HAN Network, the leader for local news, sports, and entertainment in Fairfield and Westchester counties.